Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into the world of Dame Joan Plowright today,
Oh, yeah.
a truly legendary actress.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking at her life, her career,
Yeah.
and her lasting legacy.
Mhm.
Our main source for this deep dive is a recent BBC article.
Okay.
It's called Dame Joan Plowright, acting star whose first love was theater.
Right.
And it was just published this week, so it's full of great insights.
That's good.
You ready to learn more about this incredible woman?
Absolutely. I am. Dame Joan's career is really a masterclass in dedication and talent.
Definitely.
And as we'll see, her heart really belonged to the stage.
Yeah, the article dives deep into her stage work and makes a strong case that it eclipses her film work,
Okay.
which is saying something because she was in everything from A Taste of Honey to Enchanted April.
Yeah. That's impressive.
And there's this great quote where she says she only does films if the roof needs mending.
Wow.
I mean, how great is that?
That's a perfect illustration of her priorities. For Dame Joan, the stage wasn't just a job.
Right.
It was a passion,
Yeah.
a way of life, that connection with the audience, the
Yeah.
energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she really craved.
It really makes you wonder if she thought film was less fulfilling.
Right.
Maybe even just a side hustle.
Yeah.
But I guess we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, let's start at the beginning.
Okay, so the article talks about her early life.
Mhm.
She was born in 1929
Okay.
to an amateur actress and a newspaper editor.
Oh, wow.
Seems like acting was in her blood right from the start.
It does, and her mother was a big influence.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Well, according to the article, she told Joan, "You're no oil painting, but you've got the spark.
Yeah.
Just thank God you've got my legs and not your father's."
Oh, my God.
Talk about tough love.
Yeah, that's one way to motivate your kid.
It obviously worked.
Yeah.
The article mentions her professional debut back in 1948,
Okay.
and then a major leap when she joined the Royal Court Theatre in 1956.
Gotcha. Now, this is where things get really interesting.
How so?
Well, the Royal Court was at the heart of a movement called the Angry Young Men.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
So just imagine a group of young writers
Okay.
bursting onto the scene,
Yeah.
fed up with the old ways,
Right.
ready to just shake things up.
Interesting.
That was the Angry Young Men movement.
Okay.
They brought this like raw, rebellious energy to British theater,
Mm-hmm.
challenging norms and conventions.
Wow, and Plowright was part of this.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
With her incredible talent
Yeah.
and down-to-earth persona, she was right in the thick of it.
That's amazing.
So are we talking like a departure from the posh accents and stiff upper lips that people might picture with British theater at the time?
Yeah, her performances were a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
She brought a kind of working-class realism to the stage,
Interesting.
full of raw emotion and honesty,
Uh-huh.
a complete shift from the prevailing style. It really paved the way for a whole new generation of playwrights and actors.
It's amazing how influential she was so early in her career.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can't talk about Joan Plowright without talking about Laurence Olivier.
Right, of course.
This wasn't just a love story.
Yeah.
It was theatrical dynamite.
Yeah, it was.
What do you make of their first meeting back in '57 during The Entertainer?
Well, it was certainly a meeting of the titans.
Yeah.
They were both incredibly talented
Mm.
and passionate about their craft.
Right.
Plowright even said, "Nothing is so sexy in a man as talent."
Oh.
So sparks definitely flew on and off stage.
Yeah, understandable given the circumstances.
What were the circumstances again?
Well, both of them were married to other people at the time.
Oh, right.
Olivier was, of course, already a huge star.
Yeah?
Married to Vivien Leigh, who
Uh-huh.
was battling her own struggles.
Right.
So it was a complex situation, to say the least.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, a recipe for scandal, for sure.
And they did end up divorcing their spouses and getting married, right?
They did in 1961.
Okay.
The same year, Plowright won a Tony Award for A Taste of Honey.
Wow, what a year.
Talk about a power couple.
They became a true theatrical power couple,
Yeah.
often collaborating on productions,
Say.
including a critically acclaimed staging of Uncle Vanya.
Oh, wow.
But their 28-year marriage wasn't without its challenges.
Really?
Plowright herself spoke about navigating Olivier's extremes of behavior.
So there was more to their relationship than just the fairy tale romance.
Of course, no relationship is perfect,
Right.
especially one lived under the intense scrutiny of the public eye.
True, that. But it was after Olivier's death in 1989
Mhm.
that we saw a new chapter in Plowright's career unfold.
Oh, how so?
Well, before we get into that,
Okay.
the article mentions Plowright's hesitation to work at the National Theater while Olivier was director.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on why that might be?
Well, it really reveals a lot about her character.
In what way?
She was fiercely independent
Okay.
and wanted to be recognized for her own merit.
Yeah.
Not as Lady Olivier.
Right, a title she chose not to use.
Exactly. She was determined to forge her own path.
It's admirable.
Yeah, even if it meant stepping out of her husband's shadow.
So she was a strong woman both on stage and in her personal life.
Absolutely. And that strength is evident in every aspect of her career,
Mm-hmm.
even her approach to film.
Speaking of film,
Yeah.
we should probably touch on that before moving on to her later years.
Yeah, let's not forget her film career, even if it was something she did if the roof needed mending.
Right.
I mean, she did win a Golden Globe and snagged an Oscar nomination for Enchanted April.
True, and let's not forget those roles in
Oh, yeah, she was in everything.
Three Sisters and The Merchant of Venice,
Yep.
Dennis the Menace, and 101 Dalmatians.
What a range.
Talk about range.
But even with those successes, it feels like theater was her true north.
It certainly appears that way. The stage was where she truly shone,
Yeah.
where she felt most alive.
Definitely. But as we'll see, her journey took some unexpected turns.
Oh.
Yeah, and she continued to evolve as an artist throughout her life.
Looking forward to learning more about that.
So we left off with Joan Plowright's film career, which, while impressive, seemed to take a backseat to her love for the stage.
Yeah, but what's interesting here is how her film roles post-1989 often had a different flavor.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, take I Love You to Death,
Okay.
a dark comedy where she plays a mother plotting to kill her philandering son-in-law.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Quite a departure from the sweet old lady in Dennis the Menace.
Right.
Yeah, do you think she was deliberately choosing roles that challenged her? Maybe even rebelled a bit against the image people had of her?
It's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
She might have felt freer to explore roles outside her comfort zone,
Uh-huh.
especially without the influence or expectations that came with being Lady Olivier.
Right. And let's not forget Tea with Mussolini,
Yep.
where she starred alongside Judi Dench and Maggie Smith.
A powerhouse trio.
Talk about a powerhouse trio.
That film really captures a wonderful snapshot of her later career.
Yeah.
It's a poignant story set during World War II,
Okay.
and Plowright gives a captivating performance.
It seems like she was really hitting her stride in film,
Yeah.
even into her 70s,
Uh-huh.
with roles in I Am David and Bringing Down the House.
It makes you wonder if, on some level,
Yeah.
she regretted not pursuing film more seriously earlier in her career.
That's a big question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible to know,
Right.
but it does make you think about the choices we make and how they shape our lives.
Definitely.
Did she prioritize theater to the detriment of film? Or did she find a balance that worked for her?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't even a conscious choice.
Right?
Maybe it was simply a matter of circumstance, opportunity,
Yeah.
and, of course, that undeniable passion for the stage.
Yeah.
But regardless of any what-ifs, one thing that shines through in the article is Plowright's humility,
Oh, yeah.
even at the height of her success.
There's that great anecdote about how she felt shaking inside when playing Cleopatra,
Yeah.
even though she projected an image of confidence on stage.
It's a wonderful reminder that even the most accomplished people experience self-doubt.
Yeah.
It humanizes her, making her achievements all the more impressive.
It also makes you think about the pressure actors face to embody these larger-than-life characters.
Absolutely. And to do it convincingly night after night takes a special kind of strength and vulnerability.
But her career wasn't without its challenges.
Right.
The article touches upon the impact of macular degeneration in her later years, which ultimately led to her retirement from acting in 2014.
It's a cruel twist of fate that a condition affecting her eyesight would curtail a career so deeply rooted in the visual arts.
It must have been incredibly difficult for her. But even after her retirement, she participated in the 2018 BBC film Nothing Like a Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Alongside Maggie Smith, Eileen Atkins, and Judi Dench.
It speaks volumes about her resilience and enduring love for the craft.
Yeah.
Even when she could no longer act in the traditional sense, she found ways to stay connected to the world that had given her so much.
It's a beautiful testament to the enduring power of passion.
It is.
Even when circumstances change, that spark doesn't just disappear.
Right.
It finds new ways to express itself.
Exactly. It reminds us that our passions can evolve and adapt, even in the face of adversity.
Yeah, and that's a powerful message for anyone
Right.
facing challenges in their own lives.
Yeah, it's amazing to think about her journey, you know?
Mm-hmm.
From those early days at the royal court to those later film roles, she really left an indelible mark on acting.
And it's not just about the number of roles she played or the awards she won.
Yeah.
It's about the quality she brought to each performance. Whether she was doing Shakespeare or a family comedy, she gave it her all.
She was a true professional.
Yeah.
Dedicated to her craft, always striving for excellence.
And she did all of this while navigating a high-profile marriage, personal challenges, and even health issues that forced her to retire from the stage.
It's really inspiring how she never let those obstacles define her.
Definitely.
She just kept pushing forward, reinventing herself, embracing new opportunities.
Yeah, it's a testament to her strength.
It is.
Her resilience and her unwavering passion for acting.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Dame Joan Plowright, what do you think is the biggest takeaway for our listeners?
For me, it's about finding your passion.
Okay.
And pursuing it relentlessly. Even when life throws you curveballs.
Yeah.
Dame Joan's story is a reminder that it's never too late to chase your dreams.
Absolutely.
To challenge yourself and find new ways to be creative.
I think that's a beautiful sentiment.
Thanks.
Her life and career are a masterclass in dedication, perseverance, and the power of the human spirit.
So for anyone listening who's feeling inspired by Dame Joan Plowright, what should they do next?
Well, I'd encourage them to explore her work further.
Okay.
Watch her films, seek out recordings of her stage performances, and really delve into those interviews and articles to better understand her artistry and her impact on theater and film.
That's great advice.
Thanks.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Dame Joan's story will spark a passion in someone listening.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leading them to discover their own talents and pursue their own creative journey.
That would be a wonderful legacy.
It would.
For such an extraordinary woman.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the life and legacy of Dame Joan Plowright.
It was a good one.
It was. We hope you enjoyed this journey as much as we have.
I did.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.